Another Wednesday, another video of me catching you guys up on the news so you don't feel left out. We've got a lot going on and I couldn't be happier that content drops are back on Tuesday rotation instead of Thursday. Makes life easier for me. As always, there are a couple ways to follow me and receive content. You can subscribe here for at least 2 videos a week, or you can follow me on Twitter, and you can now follow me on TikTok for videos. If you like this video and found some information useful, go ahead and give me a thumbs up too. So we've got some big things coming, of course. The new season is next week, and there's a lot to talk about. We actually have a ranked Season 8 vlog coming out tomorrow. I'm going to touch on that a little bit, so there's going to be more news. Yesterday we had a new gameplay trailer drop, and there's a lot of good stuff in there. The Battle Pass cosmetics look great. I'm looking at you, Bangalore, and Lifeline. Fuse looks like a hoot to play as. His finishers were spicy, and we saw some of those Kings Canyon updates in the works too. We've got so many different POIs. We've got a crash site in the north of the map. We've got spotted lakes where slum lakes used to be. We've got Leviathan bones. I'm not exactly sure where those are yet. We've got observation towers. Farm is gone. Farm was the place on the hill, if you don't know, by containment, and it was up on top of the hill. Big third-party central. So yeah, lots of changes here, and what's really interesting to me is they opened the north of the map up that used to be blocked off by the mountains past artillery. So this is going to make Kings Canyon feel much bigger and should help with third parties. There's always been a focus of POIs in the south when placing things in Kings Canyon, and this update really puts an emphasis in the north, so it should feel like you're ending up around everywhere now. Before it used to be market only, like that south area. So this is going to be really great, I think. It's going to, I think, help make Kings Canyon feel more balanced between long range and short range fights, like on World's Edge, where you get that balance. Also, the sniper towers would be great for Watsons potentially. I'm excited and hopeful for a Kings Canyon iteration that's actually good, but the thing I'm most excited about is the fact that the lighting changed back to sunny instead of the red tint. Next we have Fuse himself. Not only do we get a look at his cool finishers, but we also get to see what his abilities are like. For his passive, it seems like Fuse is a professional yeeter. He loads up grenades into his arm and launches them for further distance and accuracy. This looks like a really cool animation, and I'm excited to see it with all the grenades. Similarly, his tactical, he launches an explosive out of his arm, a cluster that looks like Bangalore's smoke. But this can be used offensively, unlike Bangalore. It can also be used, I think, for area denial, to help keep enemies away and close off routes for a short period of time. His ultimate seems to be what was teased in the game, where it's a mortar that rains down some fire. Very offensive, but I think the key here to balancing him is how quick his cooldown is going to be. Because his tactical can be directly offensive, I think it should have a higher cooldown rate, and his ultimate will probably be along the lines of Bangalore and Gibby as far as cooldown rates go. So I think we can expect about a 3 to 5 minute cooldown on it. Speaking of Gibby, one of the live balance designers has confirmed on Reddit that a nerf was coming in for him, but they just missed this patch due to the fact that some things weren't working with projectile hit registry. There we go. His shield will have bleed through damage, and hitting the shield will count towards your damage counter and Evo shield progress. Both of these are good things. The other thing is that Lifeline will also be getting a horizontal change instead of a direct buff or a nerf. They're going to nerf her passive Doc Shield a little bit, but will end up buffing her ultimate to balance that out. No details yet exactly on what they're doing to balance it out, but I'm excited to see what they do. In case you can't tell, I'm just excited about a lot of things this upcoming patch. They did recognize though that her ultimate is pretty useless past mid-game, and I couldn't agree more. That means you get to use it maybe once per game, but they're experimenting with it. And is there anything you'd like to see specifically for her? Rampart mains are happy again, all 12 of you. Congratulations. This actually will be helpful for everyone, but it's gonna be pretty big for Rampart. We're getting a gold magazine for all weapon types. That's energy, sniper, heavy, light. I think that's it. shotguns are not getting one of these attachments. Shotguns are not getting a golden magazine, but everyone else is getting a golden magazine. These attachments will reload your weapon while it's stowed, and it does seem a little OP right now, but Daniel Klein says that there's a decent delay before it's activated. It also sounds like you'll know when that does reload, so there's most likely a sound cue to let you know. And if you don't know how well that will work with Rampart, let me just kind of put it out there. Her passive is a fast LMG reloading, higher magazine capacity on LMGs, and if she's rocking double LMGs, that's going to be a rough day for you. Next, we've got Jason McCord explaining the change to farm, because as much as that was a fan favorite location, it was also the cause of frustration for many. I kind of touched on it a little bit here, but we're going to go into a little more detail as to the reasoning why they changed it. It was a third-party central, as we all know, and it seems like by opening it up and bulldozing those buildings, it'll be easier to move in and out and leave fights finishing it. After finishing, instead of camping it while more people come. This is going to be really great. I think it's going to help the flow of Kings Canyon a little bit more. And it's going to make it be a place that you're going to want to go. The last big thing to update on, Ryan Rigney was asked if the matchmaking is going to change anytime soon because a lot of people are straight up having a bad time with it. His response was this: so we're getting some Season 8 ranked news tomorrow in a blog, but we'll also have some updates on matchmaking within that blog, it seems like. Let's cross our fingers for something good and be on the lookout for that tomorrow. If I had to guess, it's going to drop around 8 Pacific time, but it could be a little bit later. Okay, that was a lot, but we got through it. Have a happy Wednesday, guys, and we'll see you again in a couple days, and let's get amped for Fuse next week. I'll also have one of my Legends videos, a Loba video going up this weekend on TikTok and Twitter. So be on the lookout for that, and we're going to have some fun with it. Alright guys, take it easy.